Right, hello everybody. Look at this weather for a midweek game, evening game. Look at this, beautiful. Spring has truly sprung now here in Wolverhampton. Those of you watching all around the world, this is what Wolverhampton is like for most of the year. Hello, Inderpreet. Nice to have you here. Let's just see if we can avoid this sunlight. Is that no? There we go. Yes, obviously today's game quite important in terms of the season. Oh, PowerPoint. Buzzing out the word. Somebody sitting outside the South Bank. Quite a lot of people in here straight away. Great. Obviously, it's a massive game in terms of the Premier League season, but in terms of the season, in Wolves season, the biggest game is obviously on Sunday afternoon at Wembley, and I think that's what the players had struggled. Players had trouble with on Saturday, was coming to terms with obviously the massive excitement for next Sunday, but also trying to win a game. It was difficult to do, and they weren't able to do it well. I thought they were really poor. They were backed out of challenges, all sorts of stuff like that. They didn't play very well at all. I think today will be a different story, though. I think we've seen against the top teams, regardless of what team it is that we put out, we'll be able to give United a decent game. But yeah, I'm not feeling overly confident. But I said that before the United Cup game. I said that before the Liverpool Cup game. I said it before Spurs away. I said it before Chelsea away. I said it before Chelsea at home. And we got something from all of those games, so hopefully today will be the case as well. I see quite a few positive comments there in the comments in the chat, which is very pleasing to see. Yeah, let me know your thoughts for the game today. I think the team is obviously a major talking point. We'll know that in about a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes or so. And hopefully, I expect it to be quite a strong team. I think before the Burnley game, I was expecting there to be quite a lot of changes for today, but now I think it'll be quite a strong team. Tenerife Wolves. Hello, Neil. 2-1, he says. Yes, I know who you are, Inderpreet. Yes, I do. PowerPoint, you mentioned earlier on. Cody own goal, Nevis screamer, Bolly clatters Day at 89th minute, says Shiv. I would love to know. I haven't actually worked it out or sat here and thought about it. But I wonder how many goals this season have gone in off Cody. If you look back through the season, there was one at Leicester, second game of the season, that went in. I don't think there was any in the first game against Everton that went in off Bolly. The two from Ricardo, someone there. So there was Cody's own goal or deflection against Leicester. There's one against Chelsea. 4 own goals, says somebody. Says Wolverhampton mushed. Si, senor. Give the ball to Round, he will score. Love it. Yeah, so there's Leicester, Chelsea, the one from Loftus-Cheek went in off Cody, didn't it? Then there's the one on Saturday. But there've been a few where like he's turned his back or he's got in the way. 3 qualified own goals from Cody, some with deflections. 4 is the record in the Premier League. But he's on to break that, isn't he? Maybe that's why he's not getting the England team. He's not consistently scoring the right goal well enough. But yeah, in terms of the team today, then, what are you guys thinking? How are you feeling in terms of Ruddy or Patricio? Do you think it will be Ruddy or do you think it'll be Patricio? I didn't actually watch Nuno's. Yes, that's right, Shiv. He let Moyes shot go through his legs and Molyneux. So Patricio or Ruddy in goal tonight. I don't think Nuno came out and announced that it was going to be Ruddy yesterday afternoon in the press conferences. So does that mean perhaps it will be Patricio as he's the league goalkeeper? I don't think that really it's the I don't think that it would be beneficial to play Ruddy at all tonight, really. I don't think it matters too much who our goalkeeper is. I don't think Patricio played very well on Saturday, although he couldn't have done a lot about the goals. Well, I think he could have done better with the first goal. The second goal, I think his position was a little bit off. But apart from that, he didn't really have anything else to do. So if we were to play Ruddy tonight, he might have a little bit more to do. But I expected it will be Patricio in goal today. In terms of the defence, I expect it to be Cody, Bolly, and Sace. Possibly Bennett because he's back from his suspension, but Sace hasn't done anything wrong since coming back into the team. And also, I think Cody and Bolly seem to be able to play every minute of every game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's a game 5 days away. They don't tend to pick up many injuries, touch wood, and they're not really throwing themselves full blood into tackles either. They sort of do a lot of jockeying, a lot of clever tactical fouls, but they're often in front of the the attackers are in front of them. They don't have to chase back and stretch and stuff like that. Do you think we'll play? Oh, sorry, I've just missed that, Shiv. Do you think they will play like the FA Cup game or go at them a bit more? They think they need the 3 points more than we do, so they'll come at us, I'm guessing. Yeah, well, I suppose before the Cup game, we were all sort of thinking about... we were thinking that obviously, it had to be finished on that day, so somebody had to win. So eventually somebody had to come out of their shells and play football. In the first 20 minutes or so, Wolves stood off United and let them have the ball and let them come at them, which is what we expected and hoped to get them on the break. And the chances that we made in the first half were from that. They came from quick breaks and stuff like that, which I expect will be the same today, because as you just said there, Shiv, United will need the 3 points more than we do, really. I mean, our job in the league, our primary job in the league is done. We wanted to stay up this season, and that's been secured. Of course, 7th place would be ideal, but that seems to be slowly becoming, or to me, less of a certainty. We've got, I think, 2 points now separate us and 11th place, which is crazy, really, considering we had a little bit of a gap before this run of fixtures. So yeah, 7th place, not really bothered about. So I think United need the points more than we do. Yeah. Somebody else just said something there. I've seen that Vinagre might play today. Yeah, I'd go for that as well. I think Vinagre against Cardiff played really well. Disappointed to not see him given a go in the next game against Chelsea. I'm a little bit... I'm interested to see what's happening with Doherty at the moment, because there's been a couple of times where he hasn't played, or he's come off, or he's started on the bench and been brought on. And whether or not, I think we might see today, I think there's a chance that Johnny could play on the right side and Vinagre on the left side, which I imagine we might start seeing more and more often now for the rest of the season. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Watford play Fulham as well. Is it bad to say I hope Mitrovic crunches Decore? No, it's not bad to say that, but I suppose it's unsportsmanlike. But yeah, I mean, that was the problem in that game, wasn't it? The midfield, we were completely outmuscled back in October. Was it October or September? I think it was October, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Their midfield just completely outmuscled Neves and Moutinho in that game. However, now with Dendoncker in there, I think we've got a much better chance against them. I think that's been what most people have been talking about in the build-up to this game, is the midfield and the impact of Dendoncker. It'll be very, very interesting, I think, on Sunday, the first 20 minutes. I think we'll know in the first 20 minutes. Having watched Wolves play most games over the last 2 years, you get a sense of the first 10, 15 minutes of the Wolves game as to how the players are feeling, how they're playing, and how they're going to go about their business. And on Saturday, I just felt like they weren't at it. There was passes going astray in the first minute, and when things like that start happening, it's not going to be a day. I think it's important that we don't concede either in the first half. I think we've got such a strict game plan that's to get to half time at 0-0 as often as you can. 0-0 or 1-0 up. And then come out the second half and play. I think that'll be the case on Sunday. It'll be tight, it'll be cagey. There might be the odd chance, but I think it'll be 0-0 at half time and then there'll be one goal in it. I can't see there being much more than that. But we're not going to keep a clean sheet. We don't keep clean sheets. Yeah. But tonight, Baxter's right. Somebody just said something there as well. Hang on, let me have a look. I reckon they'll rest Neves tonight. No, because I don't think he played that much over the international break. I think he played a game and a half, or I don't think he didn't start the second game, did he? He started the first game, played most of that, played about an hour, and then about 20 minutes or so in the second game. So he played probably one game last week. Played all 90 minutes on Saturday. Didn't play particularly well. I think it'd be good for him to play again. And he does play quite well against the bigger teams. So I expect that he will play. And then Moutinho I would rest tonight. But he seems to be able to play all the time anyway. He's 32. People were worried about his legs falling off at some point this year. Not a chance. He's getting better and better and better. I think he will play. He'll definitely play Sunday. It wouldn't surprise me if he was rested today and perhaps Saïss came into midfield and Bennett came in at centre back. But for Sunday, I'll be playing Saïss centre back purely because I think Saïss is a better footballer, better player than Bennett, and he's stronger and he's more agile. I think, and if needs be, we can sort of bulk up the midfield with him as well if later in the game, if needed, Shiv has just asked there about Otamendi rumours. I don't know whether it's rubbish or not. I haven't got a clue. I'm not somebody who's in the know at all. But I do think that we'll sign a centre back or two in the summer. I think that I said this before the game on Saturday, and I stick to it. Unfortunately, and I thought it was sort of proven right as well on Saturday in that Conor Coady, however fantastic he has been, and he has been really, really good for us over the last 2 years. I just feel like that next season the club's ambition is going to be slightly too much for him and for where he's going to take us, or his capabilities. I think that this season was to finish in the top 10. That's the goal. Next season is going to be top 6. Is going to be the ambition, or possibly top 4, maybe. I think it could be a goal. So I could see somebody like Otamendi or somebody who's a better or a faster, more agile player coming into that position. But I don't see Coady being sold. I don't see Coady going out of the club at all. But I do think that he will not be playing as much football next season as he has this. But I know that Nuno does tend to like his... he does like the same people. I think Cody's a very, very important man in the squad, being an English player. You see how passionate he is as well. He's certainly Nuno on the pitch, or Nuno's voice on the pitch, and that's very, very important, I feel. Somebody's just asked, we'll get top 4 if you keep losing to Burnley. That is true. Si, senor, Josh Glaze. yes, we won't get top four, so losing to Burnley. But if you think about our results now this season, if you add in, I know you can't just, we didn't deserve to win these games, but we should be winning these games on paper. The Huddersfield games, Burnley game really on Saturday. If you look at the form and look at the players, we should be winning that game. What are the games that we lost that we shouldn't have? Brighton away, the chances that we had in that game, we should have really won that game. If you add all those points up, we'd be close to 60 points now, which would be see us pushing for the top four, which, yes, is a ridiculous thing to say, but you never know. Next season, if we can just add that little bit of quality and cut out errors, we might end up seeing Wolves in the Champions League sometime soon. Obviously, that's the aim. Consistency, that's the key word. Gaming overload. Do you think we'll upgrade Doherty next year? I've seen a rumour today, I think it was today or yesterday, about young right wing back or right back. I don't think we need to. I think but the thing is, as Wolves fans, we've been used to, you get promoted, a team stays up, and then they're sort of given the chance. The players are given the chance to sort of prove themselves in the Premier League and then go on and make a career for themselves. However,
disconnected.
There's no time for sentimentality or anything like that anymore. We are focused on want to win the Premier League in 7 years. I think it was the phrase that was bandied around earlier on in the season. They want to play in Europe in the near future, either next season or the season after. So, and also that you have to think of the players that we've already got, like Patricio and Neves and Moutinho and Jimenez, and Jota. They're not going to be so patient to wait 3-4 years to get into the Champions League. They're going to want it in the next couple of years. Moutinho's got one last shot really of a Champions League run, really. At 32, he'll be 33 at the beginning of next season. Neves is only 22 still, but so he's coming into his prime in the next few years. He wants to be playing Champions League football at his prime. I think Wolves can provide that, but it's players like Doherty and Cody who are going to fall by the wayside on the way, unfortunately. But I mean, it's amazing that they've managed to last this long. If you think about the team that we had 2 years ago, the month before Nuno came in, with 23 months Nuno's been in charge for now, and that team was like Hakimi, Courtney Hawes and Danny Bart centre backs, Doherty is left back, Cody is right back, George Saville and Jack Price in midfield. Who else do we have? Dicko up front. Who would have been out wide? Who would have been playing? Jed Wallace, maybe? I don't know. Definitely need an overhaul of the entire team if we want to rise higher in the league and progress into Europe. Not an overhaul, I don't think. I think if you think about the age of Jota, Neves, Vinagre, Jordan Graham was injured for a lot of that season. I know he came back at the end of it. I'm trying to think. Bodvarsson, of course. Bodvarsson would have been playing probably out wide or something daft. Joe Mason, perhaps. I don't think he played much that season either. To think that Cody and Doherty were in that team and are still playing for Wolves today, I think it's it's testament to their aptitude. Who leaves in the summer? Interesting question. I think definite players leaving. Obviously, this is this is discarding all the loan, the players who are already out on loan, like Courtney Hawes, Ebanks Landell, all those sort of players. I don't even know if Ebanks Landell is our player anymore or not. Costa, I think almost definitely will be going. Cavaliero, I could see going. Um, Bonatini, obviously. Maybe some of the younger players who I think Gibbs White needs to go out on loan next year. I think players like Conor Ronan, who apparently is doing very well in Slovakia. But I mean, who knows how well he's actually doing? Who's going to scout them in Slovakia? I don't know. I think we might see a lot of players leaving from the academy. I'd like to see a bit more. I think now, particularly in the league, now that we're safe, I want to see a few more under 23s thrown into the team, like that Pedro Gonçalves. I think I saw him play back last summer. He's of the same mould as Moutinho and Neves. That's the same kind of player. I'd like to see him playing a little bit, and just giving players the opportunity to have a go in the Premier League now, because we are safe, and clearly the focus is on the FA Cup. You could tell that on Saturday, and I hope you can't tell today, but it will be the case. You know, United will almost certainly win tonight, I think. Yeah, somebody just mentioned Traore then at right back. Now, I disagreed. Would you start Adama tonight at right back? Because it seems like he's had his best game there. Now, Tim Spears and quite a few other journalists said that they thought Traore was fantastic on Saturday. And the Burnley fans that I met after the game as well were saying how good he had been. However, it's the same old story for me with him. He can look good. He beats players. Great, fantastic. The pace is amazing. I don't like him playing at right wing back against. I don't think he'll do it tonight because he'll have defensive work to do a lot of the time, and I don't think he's that good. Vinagre at left back and Bennett at centre back confirmed. Can you just tell me, Shiv? I haven't got the team in front of me. Is I think that's the team coming through for me. It is, but can somebody, so I don't have to go off, can somebody just put the team up for me, please? Imagine if Bennett's playing at centre back, then it must mean that Moutinho's been dropped. Sace has gone into midfield. Is it? Can somebody just confirm that for me, please? That's the BBC lineups. No. Can somebody give me the team, please? So Vinagre at left back, I'm quite happy about that. I'm quite pleased that Vinagre has been given a go. I like him a lot. Can somebody put the team up, please? I imagine it's Patricio, Bolly, Cody Bennett, Vinagre, Doherty, Dendonka, Neves, Gibbs White, maybe. Give him a start, and then two up front. I wouldn't play Jota, and I wouldn't play Jimenez today. I'd wrap them up in cotton wool, and I would play Niall Ennis and who else have we got? Can we recall Benny Ashley Seal? Fully strength bar Vinagre. Oh, interesting. So is it Doherty or Joe at right back? I take it must be Doherty then. Patricio, thank you, Shiv. Patricio, Bennett, Cody, Bolly, Dark, Moutinho, Neves, Donk, Vinagre, Raul, Jota. Okay, so very, very strong team. Apart from, as you said, Johnny out and Vinagre in. I'm quite glad, and I did suspect that he would do that. We've got such a small squad anyway that you haven't really got the opportunity to drop so many players. I think the experiment with Traore at right back has failed a little bit. I think he was quite good. He was good against Cardiff. Josh Glaze, I personally think that Vinagre is better than Johnny. I don't know. Sometimes Johnny looks superb. The way that he reads the game and intercepts the balls to the wingers and stuff. I think there's nobody in our team who can do that. But when Vinagre plays, we're a much better balanced side because of him being a left-footed player on the left, whereas Johnny's a right-footed player and he's more inclined to come inside and look for a ball infield rather than staying out wide like Vinagre would. Just thinking about as well, Ashley Young and Luke Shaw, not particularly quick centre back, full backs for them. If it is them playing, I haven't seen the United team, obviously. So quite, I'm glad that United have gone very attacking. Can we have their team? Shiv, are you able to do that for us? I imagine it'd be De Gea and goalie. They'd be their full strength team, and then from the cup match, I imagine it'd be somebody like Lukaku up front. Oh, excuse me, Lukaku, Rashford, and Martial. Perhaps are they going for 3 up front today? Just waiting for the United team. Anybody who's just tuned in, don't forget to drop a like as well, boys and girls, on the stream, on the live stream. Let's see if we can get it up to 10 likes in the next 20 seconds. 17 of you in here at the moment. Do you think we've gone more attacking to counter their press? Oh, Dalot is playing. He played against us, didn't he, in the cup? Didn't look particularly great. So I think that's, well, you never know. With Wolves, we could turn up today. We could absolutely batter United, having been terrible last Saturday. So long as we can do it on Sunday, that's what I keep saying. So long as, I don't care what happens tonight. We could lose 12-0. We could, as long as we don't get any injuries, we don't get any send-ins off. We need to play well. We need to get in the right. I mean, if we win today, imagine, after how it felt after we beat United last, or whenever it was, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. If we'd have had a game the next day or 2 days later, we would have won that as well, because everybody was on such a high. So if we can just do that, if we can win today and then take that atmosphere down to Wembley, it'd be superb. Right, so Shiv's given us the United team. Thank you, Shiv. De Gea, Young, Lindelof, Smalling, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, Pogba, Dalot, Lukaku, Lingard. Right. So I fancy us in midfield against McTominay and Fred. Obviously, Pogba's on his day can be superb, but those two, Fred and McTominay, we can get at. I think Jason Turley wants us to try 2 in the middle again with 2 wingers. I think we need 3 in the midfield. I think we did talk about this back in November about how it was too easy to get Neves and Moutinho turned around when there was only 2 of them in midfield, and really that was when we were losing those games. That bad run that we had around Christmas time was because of that. However, now with the 3, with Dendoncker playing there as well, and Dendoncker is so good at joining attacks as well. There's so many goals that we've scored over the last couple of months where he's bombing to sorry, you've just got to remove these. We can't be having this. Yeah, but like the Jota's goal against United, where he's on Jota's coattails, and there's another one, wasn't there? I think it was one of the goals against Cardiff where Dendoncker was there behind. So yeah, they didn't have an outlet on the right in the FA Cup game. Sticking Dalot or Dalot up there allows them to get crosses to Lukaku. We know about Cody and bullies, don't we? Yes, yeah, it is a bit of a worry. But it's a chance for Cody to prove himself. I imagine Southgate might be watching him. He said as well about the system, and I can sort of accept it that Cody's not going to play for England in a back 4. I think that's probably right. I don't think he can. Let me know then, last minute or so of the stream before I've got to head off to the Molineux. Let me know as well what you think of buzzing out the word. It's funny, isn't it? Funny little song. Would you buy it if it was a single for 99p? Would you? Would you? Should it be the cup final single if we to get there? Got it stuck in my head. Do you think that it could be a? Do you think they could sing it on the terraces? Do you think if? Could you imagine the South Bank singing it? I can't. Wolves are going to Wembley, Wolves United word. I can't see it, to be honest. Wouldn't sound right. No, I don't think it would either. The Jimenez song is catching on though. Not that I started that at all, but I did make a mistake when I recorded it. The second time you sing "Give the Ball to Raul," it should be "Pass the Ball to Raul," and I said "Give the Ball to Raul," and then everybody on Saturday was singing "Give the Ball to Raul." So I mean, that doesn't tell you about influence. I don't know what does. Shiv, I'm sitting in block. I'm sitting in the front row of the top tier, best seats in the house. YouTube special seats. Block 516, I believe. I'm not sure exactly where along the row, but wow, it's just should play it at halftime. I don't. It would be very funny if they played it, and it could be. Si Senor will be. They'll sing that today. I don't know if anybody saw the video of the little girl singing along to my singing on Twitter. That made me laugh quite a lot. But yeah, right. Let's have a quick 1 minute then. Drop a like on the. Yeah, Rob Fletcher, you're absolutely correct. Too many players have got the semi-final in the mind. I'd be over the moon with a draw tonight. I think we'll lose tonight. Sorry to be so negative, everybody. Let me know your score predictions in the chat now, please. I'll read out them all. Let me know your scores as well. If you think there's going to be goals, I would take 0-0 all day long tonight, but doubt that's going to happen. So quickly, boys and girls, give me yours. Don't be negative. You never know. Correct, Josh. We've seen so many times this season where I've been negative and we've ended up going to win. So maybe it's a good omen, but I really don't feel it tonight. I think the fact that we've gone for a strong team suggests that Nuno's not thinking too much about the semi-final. You never know. You never know. Right. Any score predictions, boys and girls? I'll go for 0-0. 12-0 to Wolves. 2-1 Wolves. Jimenez, Bolly, Lukaku. Wolves come back from 1-0 down. Right. 2-1, the same as the FA Cup. It says Marie Gribben. Nice to see you on here, Marie. 99-0 to Wolves. I think we'll leave the ground feeling quite disappointed if it was 99-0 that we didn't quite make it 100. 3-1 Wolves, says Darren Gregg. Any scores there, Darren? I should have a little competition like Dazzling Dave does. What should I say? If you get it right, you get a shout out. 3-2, says Jason Turley. Patricio with 99. Great. That's great stuff. Right. It's been a pleasure. I like doing these, but I haven't done one for a very long time. I like doing them on midweek games as well. When I come straight from school, sit here, have my dinner. If you're interested in what I've had, got a meal deal from Sainsbury's, bacon sandwich, kettle chips, crisps, sea salt, and then Coke Zero. Enjoy the match, Shiv. If you go in, enjoy yourself. Sing Si Senor. Try and sing Buzzing Away as well, yeah? If you're watching on telly, enjoy yourselves and give us a wave, yeah? Right,